Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad we could come together today and celebrate the most important, beautiful day of Allie and Mike's life together. Please be seated. I never imagined myself performing a wedding ceremony for one of my best friends. Who am I kidding? I was sitting by the phone waiting for Allie to call me. However, planning a wedding ceremony presented some challenges. What does one say as a celebrant? What exactly is the meaning of marriage? And how can I convey that in words for Allie, Mike, and our guests here? As a professional student, deeply immersed in the world of academia, I chose to tackle this problem like any good student would. Wikipedia, of course. No. Actually, I consulted literature on Old English and how we came to use these words. Historically, the word wedding comes from the French word to pledge. But what exactly are Allie and Mike pledging, I ask myself. In Spanish, handcuff and wife are actually the same words. Fitting, perhaps, but not what I was looking for. In Japanese, the word for marriage means a binding contract. This definition seems at least to reflect what we consider marriage. However, I found even more interesting interpretations of what marriage is, such as a liberating bond or a silent union of two hearts. It's interesting that this bond always sets you free. Even the Spanish similarity with handcuff, I think, has a positive connotation. It is clear that marriage must deal with some sort of tie between two people, as my research revealed to me. So to answer this, I'd like to read you a passage from George Bernard Shaw's Getting Married. I believe it sets the tone for what Allie and Mike embody as a very soon-to-be married couple. He says, when two people are under the most influence of the most violent, most insane, most delusive, and most transient of passions, they are required to swear that they will remain in that excited, abnormal, and exhausting condition until death do them part. When I think of Allie and Mike, I cannot find two people more violently in love with each other. Too many times we are caught up in the peacefulness of marriage, the serene. But clearly, marriage can also be about intensity and passion. I have known Allie for over 10 years now, and I can honestly say that she is the most passionate person I know. She needs someone with an equally intense passion in life. And in the many years I have gotten to know Mike, I state with confidence that he is her perfect match. For example, Allie supports Mike's obsession with cars, even the Supras. And Mike at least tolerates Allie's love of all things hot pink. Also consider Mike's unending dedication to Allie. Only two people truly, insanely, passionately in love with each other can show such commitment through all life hands us. I firmly believe in the saying that you are only given what you can handle. In Allie and Mike's case, they were given a supersized order. On a more serious note, when Allie's mother passed away several years ago, I saw the compassion in Mike's passion for Allie. I witnessed two people fighting through life together without wavering, even for a second. Allie said to me once, "If only my mother could see me now." To which I responded, "Your mother has achieved eternal life through your and Mike's never-ending love and dedication to her memory." I would now like to take a moment of silence and remember those who could not be here with us today, so that they may celebrate with us, through us, with our love and memory of them. Let us continue with our second reading of the day.
The art of a good marriage. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, and understanding and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which we each should grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Thank you, Deanna, for that lovely reading. Ready? Allie and Mike, as an expression that your hearts are silently tied together in love, please join hands. Perfect. All right, I'll begin with you, Mike. Okay? Mike, do you take Allie to be your wedded wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, no matter what she buys? In sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to her, so long as you both shall live. Allie? Do you take Mike to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, no matter what kind of car he may drive? In sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him, so long as you both shall live.
I do.
I now invite you both to exchange rings as constant reminders of your love and dedication to each other. Again, Mike, start with you. Repeat after me. Allie, as a symbol of my eternal love for you, with this ring, I thee wed. Allie, please repeat after me. Mike, as a symbol of my eternal love for you, with this ring, I thee wed.
At the calling of your heart, rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. Union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. A man shall leave his mother, and a woman leaves her home. They shall travel on to where the two